will kick it away to start us off. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Looking to pass. It's Samuel. Forced out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that now. I know that.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dropping back, it's Samuel. Might be looking to run. Finds a man in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Samuel. The screen, he's got wheels. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
The throw, and they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It is perfect. They're up by a touchdown here in the first. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter. And QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking. But these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Samuel. Rushes on him. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
It'll be 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
42 Spider. Arrow.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time it's complete. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet. Get them quiet. Now I can make a more accurate throw.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw it, Samuel. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Still on his feet. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now improvising. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 21 to Alabama. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Toss sweep to the right. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Samuel. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hands it off. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, it's a draw. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Caught. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We've got to stop turning the football over.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Here comes the Texas offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He now has 106 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Samuel. Bought a little time. Lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Paul. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is on its way. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Going right to work up top. Using the quick game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Just keep slinging it. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Makes the catch. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Don't always always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to get the corner. Finds a little space. Turning it on! And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Toss to the outside. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to...
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it across the 45. Big pick up on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Back to pass. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point in the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Got him downfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Takes the easy completion. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss. They completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fitted in the window for the score. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 18 to Georgia Southern. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air. It's Samuel. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the here trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Back to pass, it's Samuel. Under fire! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. It's complete.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. He'll pitch it. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Samuel. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. He's got it. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Samuel. Floating away. Unleashes one. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Basket. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. This time he's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it, and the offense should be able to run out the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you